A powerful volcanic eruption began in a remote region. Initial data indicated standard geological activity. Pressure buildup, magma displacement, seismic instability. Everything aligned with expected eruption patterns. Monitoring stations recorded rising heat levels. Gas emissions increased steadily. Underground pressure zones expanded. Nothing unusual. Then thermal monitoring systems detected an anomaly. A concentrated heat source moving independently within the lava flow. Not random, not chaotic, but controlled. The readings intensified rapidly. Sensors recalibrated automatically. But the anomaly remained consistent. It was not a fluctuation, it was movement. Scientists reviewed the data multiple times, cross-checking with seismic and thermal systems. The results did not change. Something inside the volcano was moving with intent. Then the eruption escalated, violently, explosively. Lava surged beyond expected limits. Ash clouds expanded rapidly into the atmosphere. The crater destabilized. And then, something began to rise. From within the crater, a massive structure pushed upward through molten rock. At first, it appeared as shifting magma, unstable, formless. But within seconds, it took shape. A humanoid form, composed entirely of molten rock and flame. The entity emerged from the volcanic core, unaffected by extreme temperatures, maintaining structural integrity despite constant heat flux. Its surface flowed like liquid fire, but its shape remained stable, defined, controlled. The firegiant stood above the eruption zone, towering over surrounding terrain. Its presence altered the environment instantly. Heat levels spiked beyond measurable thresholds. Air distortion increased. Visibility dropped. Then it moved, slow at first. Heavy, deliberate. Each step triggered seismic reactions. The ground fractured beneath its weight. Shockwaves spread outward in all directions. Nearby structures collapsed instantly. Observation equipment failed under extreme heat exposure. The entity advanced without hesitation, moving away from the volcano, toward populated zones. Its direction was not random. It was consistent, focused, as if following a path. Emergency response systems were activated immediately. Evacuation procedures began. Its alerts spread across nearby regions. But the entity's movement speed exceeded containment planning. Despite its massive size, it was accelerating. Thermal output remained unstable and extreme. Surrounding environment ignited upon contact. Vegetation combusted instantly. Ground surfaces melted under its steps. Ash clouds followed its movement, creating a moving zone of destruction. Attempts to track its path became difficult. Heat distortion interfered with visual systems. Satellite imaging became unreliable. Drone surveillance failed within range. Communication signals weakened near the entity, as if the heat itself disrupted transmission. And then, something even more unusual was detected. Energy fluctuations, not just heat, but structured output. Pulses, rhythmic, almost like signals, coming from within the entity itself. Military and scientific response units moved quickly. Altitude surveillance attempted to maintain distance. Thermal-resistant drones were deployed, but none could approach closely. All systems degraded near the entity, as if it created its own interference field. Ground forces were forced to remain at safe distance. Direct engagement was not possible. No known material could withstand direct contact. A containment system could operate under those conditions. The firegiant continued forward, unstoppable, unaffected. Its structure adapted continuously. Molten layers, shifting, reforming, maintaining balance despite constant flow. It was not just a moving mass. It was controlled, stable, aware. Then another seismic anomaly occurred. But this time, it did not originate from the volcano. It came from ahead of the entity, deep underground. Sensors detected pressure shifts, as if something beneath the surface was reacting. To the entity's approach, the ground cracked in multiple locations. Heat signatures appeared below the crust, smaller, scattered, connected, as if a network existed beneath the surface, and the entity was activating it, or responding to it. This raised a new possibility. The entity was not alone. It was part of something larger, something buried, something dormant, now responding. Scientists revisited earlier data, historical seismic records, unusual geothermal spikes, patterns that had been ignored before, now forming a connection. A system, hidden network of thermal anomalies beneath the region. Possibly global, possibly ancient. The firegiant reached the edge of a populated zone. Evacuations were still in progress. Time was limited. The environment became unstable. Heat waves intensified. Structures began failing without direct contact. Glass shattered, metal warped. Infrastructure collapsed under thermal stress. The entity paused, for the first time, completely still. Energy readings spiked instantly, higher than at any previous point. The pulses increased in frequency, stronger, more structured, almost like communication. Then it raised its arm, slow, controlled. The air around it ignited, energy concentrated at a single point. And then it released a massive thermal surge. A wave of heat and energy expanding outward, not explosive, but directional. Targeted. The ground ahead fractured deeply, revealing molten channels beneath the surface, connected structures, extending far beyond visible range. This confirmed it. The eruption didn't create the entity, it activated it, released it, and now it was interacting with something already existing below. Something hidden, something waiting. The origin of the entity remains unknown. Some researchers suggest extreme geological formation under rare conditions. Others believe it may represent a previously unknown form of life adapted to high-temperature environments. But neither explanation fully accounts for its behavior, its movement, its control, its apparent purpose. No confirmed explanation exists, which leads to one final question. Is the volcano the source, or just the trigger? If you want the full story, go to Mysterious Monsters, watch the full video, answer the quiz, and tell us your theory. Because the eruption didn't create it, it released it.